Hi everyone, welcome back to Turning Tides Tarot. My name is Alishia, away from home again, just for the next week, but I have a pretty good setup. Hope y'all like it. Anyways, I just wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you. This is going to be a Divine Feminine reading, an open general reading. We'll see what comes up. Whatever messages, it'll be like an almost personal. Also, y'all, personal readings are open, and I had a question just until tomorrow night, so June 20th at midnight Eastern Standard Time. If you are interested, the link will be posted in the description box below. Not to take up too much time before the reading begins, but if you are interested in an open general reading, it doesn't have to be about love. This would be the type of reading that I would offer. Just let me know that it's not about love and, follow the same directions. Okay, so let's just call in spirit and see what the overall vibe is for the solstice. So this will be a solstice reading for Divine Feminine. Okay. All right, I'm calling on spirit with so much love and so much gratitude. I ask for divine guidance as I interpret these messages. May they help us all on our journey towards our highest and greatest good. I'm asking for love, joy, peace, abundance, and protection for myself, for you, and for all beings on the planet at this time. Thank you so much, spirit. Let's get an overall vibe for the season. Okay, so I love solstice, my favorite time of year, my favorite celebration. Just, kicking off summer. Oh, inviting the sun. What do we have? We have surrender. Let me just make sure this is okay for the camera. Yeah, all right. We have surrender. So the theme will be surrender for the Divine Feminine. At the bottom of the deck here, we have discernment. So just making sure that you're tapping into the self. You know what you want. You're making clear, level-headed decisions here, using your own intuition, but also at the same time surrendering to the divine will, the divine plan, letting go and truly allowing things to flow in your life overall. Okay. It's very beautiful. Okay. Whether it be in work or love or just, all overall, every area of your life, surrender. So let's get into the current energy, the current vibe here for the Divine Feminine. What is the current energy? Wow. Okay. Looking like there's a good reason why Spirit's asking you to surrender. We have the Tower and the Five of Wands. Okay. So this is pretty specific. Of course, if you're not currently feeling this vibe, then this obviously wouldn't be your reading, all right? But right now, for this Divine Feminine in the collective, you could be feeling like you're going through some type of internal conflict, or there is some type of external competition, or even like petty arguments, battles, gossip, drama, things like that. Okay. Basically, when the Five of Wands comes up, it's like everybody has a different opinion. Everyone has a different idea of how we're going to reach the top, or how we're going to move forward with a plan or an idea. Basically, it's competition. Who's going to get there first? Whose idea is going to win? Who's right? Who's wrong? That kind of an energy. So definitely conflict. Now, this could be internal. This could be different parts of yourselves going through, almost like internal arguments. Okay, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? Should I do that? Like very much turmoil type of an energy, right? So surrender. Why? Because I feel like there's going to be something that comes in that's going to basically make that decision for you, or it's going to basically say, you know what, there's no need fighting over this because here's the divine will, here's the divine plan. What happens is some type of change comes in quickly out of nowhere. Okay, now the Tower is neutral, so it's a good energy or bad energy, however you want to view it. At the very end of the day, the Tower always puts us in a space where we are, actually aligned with our path and where we're meant to be. This is Spirit, basically. I don't know why, but sometimes I think of train tracks, and I think of a train going along and, really struggling, or there's a lot of resistance on the tracks, or perhaps it's like covered in stones or whatever the case. And then it's like, all of a sudden somebody pulls outside of your control, someone pulls that change track type lever, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoop, here you are, and everything's clear now, clear path. There's nowhere, what, like you end up in a better place, basically. Okay, but the changeover while you're changing tracks, can be quite jarring, So let me just clarify right now to see what this Tower is in regards to this conflict that's going on for the Divine Feminine at this time, okay? But Spirit is asking you very clearly here to surrender to the divine will. Allow the change to take place. There's no use fighting it, I'm hearing. No use fighting this change. So what is this Tower here for, please? What is this Tower regarding, please, for the Divine Feminine currently? Again, if you feel something about to change, or if you just feel like you are in conflict and the Tower hasn't hit yet, this could be very predictive for you. So it could be helpful for you to see what is coming in, okay? This also could have just recently played out because energy is fluid. So what is this Tower all about here, please, for the Divine Feminine? We have, look at that, the Divine Feminine, Empress. The Empress. Okay, so it's aligning you with your true self, your true path. You're aligning with your heart space, what feels good for you. We also have the Three of Pentacles here, as well as the Page of Swords. So I feel like this is something you've been working on. This could actually be at work. Okay, this could be with a project. The readings here are not always geared to love. Okay, I am picking up, finding out some type of new information. Let me see, finding out new information. Yeah. About a plan, a project, something that you've been working on, perhaps in the career, wanting to work. Hold on, let me see. Wanting to work on things. Oh, there's the Lovers in reverse. Okay. All right, well, yeah, the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck here. So this Tower, okay. This Tower. Basically, it's like you thought you were going to be working on something, or you perhaps are taking a break from working on a connection. Okay, let's just be real here. The Lovers in reverse is deciding that you're not even going to play along. You're not playing this game. You're not engaging with someone here with the Four of Swords. You are pulling your energy 100% back. Some of you could have found something out recently with the Page of Swords, perhaps while you were at work, or something to do with the work and time and energy that you're putting in. Perhaps some of you had some plans, and again, different ideas about how to take things forward, how to move things forward. You found out some type of information here that made you say, you put an end to it. So, and this does have to do with some type of relationship here. I was trying not to make it all about love, but it came out. It came out. Okay, so, but of course this could happen, in a job. You decided that you wanted to stay, and perhaps you're getting a new job offer, and you're turning something down that you've already been dealing with, okay? So let's just see what this Island Time Wellness separation, there it is. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. So this is what it is. Unsure if... healing heart at the bottom of the deck here. So healing from heartbreak, toxic, freedom from toxic relationship. Freedom from a toxic relationship. Let me just say that this is not a happy time. So this is why it's surrender. Okay. I'm not getting, I'm getting that somebody is really let down by this. This Divine Feminine is not feeling very good about this separation at all. Okay, so this could be with Divine Masculine. You could have found something out recently that really just made you pull the brakes on connecting, you could have been recently very disappointed. It can go a lot of ways here, but this is talking about 100% separation and taking a break and basically just surrendering and allowing things to play out as you will, or as they will, as the divine wills here. But yeah, it's like you're not putting any effort into it right now. I feel like you just stopped. I feel like the fighting just stopped, or that resisting any kind of change just kind of stopped. It was like waking up one day and just realized, like, that's it. I'm not playing this game anymore. Okay, so I feel like that's the current vibe. Okay, what's gone on in the past? What led to this, I guess? What led to this? Hierophant in the reverse. So there were no confessions. There were no revelations here. There was no commitment in the past. And this is what it's like, you know, you have an idea of what you want in life. I have an idea of what I want in life. If it's not working out, then I guess we're a bad match. Like, you know, and it's like, just because you are divinely connected, or, you know, you have this deep soul bond with somebody, or even your masculine, whoever it is, whatever the situation is, even if it is still applying to work, it just wasn't working out. And it's like, there's no point in fighting. You know, it's all about surrender. There's no point in resisting, because what you resist persists. So there is just this revelation that came into Divine Feminine, either right now it's happening or just recently. Like, you know what? It's just not working. This is not what I want. This is not honoring. This isn't making me feel good. Okay. So it's all about Divine Feminine. It's all about you nurturing the self-love, self-care. And it's like waking up to what is, you know, what feels good, what doesn't, you know, is this person treating you well? I don't care what label you put on them. Are you feeling good with interacting with this person? If the answer is no, then it's time for separation. You know, it just is what it is. Okay. So separate yourself from this individual. All right. So what is going on in your mind when you're thinking about all this? I feel like the conflict is still here. It's like part of you wants to continue doing what you're doing, and mostly you want to just time out. It's like you are surrendering. You want to heal. This is like taking 100% time out from this. We have the Four of Swords already coming up twice. You need time to mend. You need time to heal. You need a rest. This has been very heavy. You know what? And it's been doing nothing but breaking your heart. So honestly, it is time to tap out, okay? To no longer resist, to absolutely surrender, okay? So it's all about surrender. And this energy could play out throughout the whole season, okay? Because this is intended to be a solstice type of reading, okay? All right, so take the rest, take the time out, okay? Even if you feel like, oh, it's not something that you want to do, Spirit is advising it heavily here for you. But I do feel like you are on board with it. You know, you're just tired. You need a timeout from everything here, okay? Just like, you know, a break, a mental break from everything, okay? All right, so what's going on in your heart space here? What's going on in your heart space? Well, there it is. Yeah, your heart's freaking broken. This is devastating. This is a very difficult and painful loss. And it isn't the first time. This is not the first time. You see that there's been a couple breaks here in this heart that have had to be mended, and now it feels like it's being pulled apart once again. Dang, that sucks. Okay, so this is where you are. And this is like you have no choice but to surrender, but to focus on your healing, okay? So we know what this is, okay? This is what's going on, what's in your mind, what's in your heart, what was in the past. You know, this is all because things were not ascending. Things weren't going anywhere. You felt like you were going on in circles, desperately wanting something to change. And the only thing that's changing really is you throwing your hands up in the air and saying, you know what, I'm done. I'm done. I am done. So let's see, at least for now, I know everybody's different. Everybody's different. Okay. There's some of you, it's like, you know, I'll be here forever, you know, and there's others that are like, you know what, I love myself too much to stick around and settle for, you know, crumbs. Okay. Or always getting your heart broken. Like there's no point in doing that. Like working on loving the self is the best thing you can do for yourself, and even the best thing that you could do for your twin, if that is something that's very important to you. Okay, so let's see what's coming in the future. Near future. 10 of Swords, yeah. I'd like to tell you that it's just all going to go away, but it's not. The feeling is going to linger. This isn't something that you're going to get over overnight. This is something that you have to continuously be working on consciously here. But I will tell you that the end of a very difficult cycle is over, okay? There is a dawn of a new day, all right? So you will be putting this cycle to bed. You will be, you know, looking out into the future and starting to have hope again, you know, for a brand new start. What do we have here? Yeah, look at that. Temperance. I was trying to clarify about what's coming in. Hope for a brand new start. And here we have Temperance and the Sun. So once you come into balance, once you come to peace and truly surrender and truly work on this healing that is absolutely needed here for you, then that's when the magic starts here for you, Divine Feminine, okay? Because what you're doing is you're taking all of this turmoil, you're taking all this hurt and this pain and this frustration, and you're rolling it up into a ball, you know, and then you are taking it, transforming it, and using it to fuel, like mission fuel, okay? It's using it to fuel your better life, your next chapter, your next phase. So we have the moon and the sun here. And I just love how the sun came out to clarify, you know, this is what your focus is going to be on. Enjoying the moment, bliss, growth, healing, okay? Happiness, joy, abundance, okay? Bringing that abundant energy back into your life, you know, looking at life in a different way, having a lot more of a positive outcome because you have dealt with and transmuted this pain. So you are looking towards a very bright future here, Divine Feminine. It's just whoever you are right now, it's like you're in the muck, but you're not fighting anymore. Okay. You're not fighting. It's almost just like sinking in. You know, they say, I just got an image. I just got an image from Spirit. You know, what are they called? The quicksand. I was going to say sinking sand, which, by the way, when I was a kid, I thought quicksand was going to be a much bigger problem in life growing up, but it's not. But in this case, it's like, you know, they say the harder you fight, the quicker you sink. Okay, so this is basically it. There's like a surrender, and I'm just seeing this like, well, oh well, here we go. And what's going to happen is you're going to sink all the way down to the bottom. And it's like Spirit's just going to pop you right back up. Okay. Just when you think you can't take it anymore, that's when you're going to wake up with this energy, this new outlook on life and being like, you know what? I'm going to take this painful experience and I am going to use it to fuel me in my healing and on my path. And I'm going to just go after what it is that makes me truly happy. Okay. So this is the message that's coming in, and look at that. A brand new beginning, Ace of Pentacles. Okay. This could be a new job idea or a new business idea. You could, I often get entrepreneurial type of energy, having a beautiful new beginning that brings in abundance to your life. Okay. And I just feel like it's because you've been refreshed. You're no longer focusing on something that is just creating a lot of resistance in your life, creating a lot of pain. You know, you truly are using that energy as mission fueled. Okay, so to do something beautiful for yourself. Okay, all right, let's see how you're going to be seeing yourself. How are you seeing yourself currently? Oh, I like this, the Three of Cups and the Emperor. So what I see is you celebrating your own inner divine masculine is basically what it is. Okay. I feel like you see yourself in some ways as reuniting with your divine masculine at one point or another, but that doesn't seem to be like it is your focus at this time, because I feel like you're going to tap into your own divine masculine energy, come into balance with your own. And so perhaps you will be going after a new business venture or a new idea, focusing on your material world or getting control back in your life, or that feeling like you have control in your life again. Okay. Just tapping into your masculine qualities and celebrating those masculine qualities. Look what came up at the bottom of the deck. Again, I'm getting this very heavy in this reading. I feel like you're going to be starting your own business. Some of you are going to become self-employed, okay? Because the Emperor is that boss type of energy. So you're bossing up, okay? Boss babes, right? This is what's happening for you. And this is all, it's like you can almost thank your divine masculine or whoever it is that's been putting you in this heartache, in this painful situation, because if it wasn't for them not being ready or them not being on the same page or whatever the case may be, why things did not progress in the past and what caused a lot of pain for you, this is your time to truly start building your own empire, okay? Being the emperor of your own world, tapping into that energy. It's almost like a gift, okay? It doesn't feel like a gift because it hurts like hell, right? But in the end, it is, okay? Like even moving forward into the near future, you will be starting to look at it differently, changing your perspective. Like, wow, if it wasn't for that, you know, energy that I transmuted into mission fuel, then I wouldn't even have this inspiration to do better, be better, align with my masculine energy, like things like that, right? Okay, it'll be a little bit different for everyone. Okay, so what are you going to have to deal with your environment, or how are others going to be seeing you? How are others going to be seeing you as you make this transition? Because I feel like that's what it is. Queen of Wands, passionate, determined, I meant to say, determined to go after your goals. There is nothing stopping you with the Queen of Wands energy. You're full of fire. It's like your fire's been lit. Once again, you have a passion and zest for life. All it's going to take is a little bit of time in the nest, a little bit of time resting, recuperating, you know, and regrouping. It's a time to regroup, okay, and transmute the negative energy and turn it into something beautiful. And that's the Queen of Wands, is the warrior queen. Yeah, she's been through a lot, okay, regardless of gender. You can be a man tapping into this, no problem. It's somebody who just doesn't stop, okay? So determined. And they help others. They're passionate. This beautiful energy, the Queen of Wands, in the highest vibration. And I do feel like this is what it is. So others are going to be seeing you as just basically on fire. This girl is on fire. I just got... that song came in. Okay, the devil, your sexual energy is going to be way up too. A lot of people are going to be looking at you like that. Wow, that divine feminine, hot stuff, right? Like, you are going to literally be on fire. You're going to be highly attractive. And I feel like you will be attracting a lot of attention here. Perhaps even some obsessive type of attention, to be honest with you, with the devil. I feel like you're really going to pique quite a few people's interest here, okay? You're going to be highly attractive. The energy that you're in, other people are going to be like, dang, look at that divine feminine. She is on fire. He is on fire, okay? We have this. Wow, this is what you're really aiming for, okay? The Nine of Cups. This is like emotional fulfillment. It's like, you are tired of not feeling good, not feeling happy with where you are. You're going to be proud of yourself, okay? You're going to be extremely proud of what you've done, what you've overcome here, and where you are going. Like, you have a clear idea of where you're headed, but it just takes this period of time of separation and this surrender, okay? Perhaps while you're grieving, okay? Because this is what it is. It's an energy of grieving, okay? Grieving the loss, grieving what could have been, grieving what didn't, you know, like all of these ideas you may have had about where things should be right now, and they just aren't, okay? As far as in your love life or with this specific person, even divine masculine, right? However it plays out, even with a job, okay? You know, you're just sick and tired of not being happy, right? And it's in this space while you're healing that you will be getting this divine inspiration about what it is that you want to do next, right? So it is actually a very important time. I just got the word gestation. So it is like, you know, when you plant a seed and you cover it in dirt, like, this is where it is. I keep getting this idea of, you know, feeling like you're sinking, like that quicksand, or covered in dirt, you know, like it just feels like you've been planted. A seed has been planted. You don't even know what it's going to grow into, but keep watering that garden, keep watering yourself. And by that, I mean self-care, nurturing, self-love. Keep taking care of yourself, doing what makes you happy. Even if it's one little thing every single day, commit to it. Do something good for yourself, okay? Because I feel like it's in that space, in this period of gestation, when you will be hit with some divine inspiration. Okay, so it will end up being very important for you moving forward. You know, everything happens for a reason. So what do we have here? The King of Wands coming up as an outcome energy. So right now, what I see, it's not necessarily about, you know, meeting someone new or something like that. I'm not getting that. I'm getting that this is just a general overall reading about where you are in life and where you're headed. For those of you who are still tuned in, you can let me know in the comments if you're still here. Hi. But this is basically you maturing and also moving from that Queen of Wands, that feminine energy, into this masculine energy, okay, of the same element. So you have accomplished a lot of your goals. This is the most mature energy of the element, right? The king, okay? You know, damn the patriarchy, but that's what it is. The kings are always a high, right? Higher than the queens. Just, you know, you're going to be stepping into your own masculine energy, okay? You're going to be just as passionate as that Queen of Wands. You are on fire. What do we have here? The Page of Cups. I feel like it's going to It's just like your energy is going to be refreshed, okay? I feel like you're going to be feeling very, I just got open, very flirty, very, again, you're very attractive to everyone at this time. People are seeing you like, wow, you've really refreshed, regrouped. Like, I'm just getting this reset, like you've reset your energy here. Here's that Ace of Wands. You've got a lot of new beginnings here. You've got a lot of passionate new beginnings that are basically just waiting for you. So please don't fret. You are going to come out on top of this, and you are going to come out actually very successful. And it is having everything to do with this period of time where you are grieving. Okay. It might not look like that right now, but you got to feel it to heal it. And this is actually a very important time for you as you, change tracks in your life. Okay. But I feel like it's the most positive change. You're going to be happy for it looking back. Now, I know that sounds crazy right now, perhaps to some of you who are really in this grieving energy right now, but maybe a couple of years down the line when you're looking very successful, you're on a totally different path, you're loving life, okay? You are seeing a lot of success and you're feeling emotionally fulfilled in life on your own. Even whatever else happens, I feel like you are creating something new for yourself, right? So looking back a couple of years down the line, or even a couple months down the line, who knows, right? Sometimes things can happen very quickly when it comes to the divine will. So when you surrender, so you'll look back and you'll be like, oh my gosh, like, you know what? Had I not been in that space, I wouldn't have had that divine inspiration. I wouldn't have had that will to get up and change things for the better in your life. Okay. So this is the kind of, yeah, it's all connected. It's all connected. All right. So let's see what the Moonology has to say here. Let's just see if there's any nuggets of wisdom. And then we'll get some goddess guidance and an affirmator. And then I'll close out this reading. Hopefully it's been of help to you. It's time to release negativity. Absolutely. And look at the bottom of the deck. The energy is gaining momentum. So I feel like that's what it is. Like, once you release, once you surrender, once you're like, you know what, I'm tired of focusing on something that isn't feeling good. There isn't any positive outcome. I don't see any positive energy coming from this situation. It almost feels very stale and just, surrender. Okay. Let it go. Release the negativity because the energy's once you do that, the energy will start to gain momentum here, and you will be able to focus your energy on creating something new and beautiful in your own life here, okay? All right, beautiful energy for Divine Feminine Solstice reading. Okay, what do we have here? Start delegating. Especially now, this is an energy of allowing others to help you. Okay, so it says, ask others, including me. So even if you need a reading, ask others to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. So you know what? If you need a day off, if you need a couple days off just to friggin' have some ugly cries about it, like do that. Ask your boss, okay? Or whatever the case. Like start delegating chores, tasks, things like lighten your load a little bit, okay? Even if you just need some advice, perhaps sometimes that's speaks to going to therapy, things like that, like getting things off your chest and freeing up some space for yourself as you go through this grieving process. We also have quiet time. So take some time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. That is exactly what the Four of Swords is talking about here. Let's get an affirmator. And then we'll close out this reading. Thank you so very much for sticking it out to the end. I am sending you all so much love. This isn't easy. This is not an easy process, but it definitely pays off in the end. How do you think I became a tarot reader? Definitely happened in this sort of way, actually. So if it wasn't for my own divine masculine, I wouldn't even be here today. Okay, so the suffering absolutely in my life, and I can say that because it's happened to me, and I can see the energy transmuting here. Once you're, it might not seem like it's happening now, but oh my gosh, it's happening for a reason, and it is aligning you more with, what makes you feel good, and what makes you happy, and what makes you feel fulfilled emotionally. Okay, so whatever that is for you. For me, it was tarot and helping others. Okay, so we have personal growth. That's what it is. As I move toward greater consciousness, I feel old thoughts and habits fall away. Like training wheels on a bike. They help me get to where I am, but now that I can ride, I don't need those slow, crummy wheels, okay? except when I'm making bike analogies. Basically saying it's like, this is a time of personal growth for you, okay? You can no longer hold on to something that isn't working. You've just grown past that, all right? So perfect. Good for you, Divine Feminine. I'm sending you so much love. I'm just going to take a minute here. If you are interested in ordering a personal reading with me, now's the time. Again, it doesn't have to be on love. It can be in just a general Celtic cross type of spread to see what messages come out from spirit. Right now, I actually had more orders come in yesterday than I thought, or than I had planned, really. But we're still going to keep the readings open until tomorrow night, so June 20th at midnight Eastern Standard Time. I'll still be accepting orders, but I am already booking into next week, like starting next Saturday. Okay, I can only do so many in a day, although I do have help with my child right now. Still, energetically, I want to make sure that you guys get what, the best of the best. So just have a little patience, and just be aware that if you order today or even tomorrow, it is at least right now a 7-day waiting period. Okay, so I don't want anyone to get too upset about that, but I will email you and let you know. At the end of every day, I go through the orders and I let people know when they can be expecting their reading. Okay, so thank you so very much. I'm sending you so much love. I can't wait to work with some of you, all of you, whoever, right? I love connecting with you all, and yeah, everything's going to be okay. It's going to be more than okay. Just trust, surrender, and let go, because there's something amazing waiting for you just around the corner. Thank you so much. I love you, Divine Feminine. Mwah.